The other type of data, which doesn't involve numbers, you might have done a bit about it in maybe biology or something, or other subjects, is, yeah, qualitative, and that's to do with, it's more kind of the written type of data. Quantitative can be discrete or continuous, counted or measured. Excellent. So, first off, some other things. So I'm going to rattle through this. These are just terms that you need to learn, okay? You all have heard of the population. All right, so the population consists of every member in the group. Sorry, there's going to be quite a bit of writing today. You want to find out about. So obviously, if you're doing some kind of statistical study, you're interested in the population, but you can't go and survey or get information from every single person in the population. Well, you could, but reasoning is it could be very expensive. It's going to take a lot of time. So what statisticians do is they look at a sample. So a sample is a subset of the population. So they could ask you, even though this is a maths exam, what is a sample? A sample is a subset of a population. Okay. Now there are types of sampling. And again, I've seen practice papers asking about the type of sampling that is happening. There are 5 types. So convenient sampling is exactly what it says in the tin. You do what is convenient, so you select. Members of the population. Which are most easily accessible. We'll catch up. So for example, this is not the population of DP students in Summersfield, because it would include the other 3 and Jake. But if we wanted to do sampling for all of DP2, we could do convenient sampling just by sampling you lot, okay? And that would be easiest because you're right here, right now. It means I don't need to go next door, I don't need to contact Jake. Yep, that's an example of convenient sampling. It's just whatever is easiest to select that members of that population. Easy enough to understand that one? All right, good. The next one is simple random sampling, very original name. So again, this one means each member has an equal chance of being selected. So by drawing names from a hat. So again, if I wanted to sample the population of DP2 students at Summersfield, I put all your names into a hat and draw out however many I wanted, 5 names or however many I want in my sample. Easy enough again? Yep, good. All right, the third one is called you can pronounce that. Systematic, yeah. Systematic sampling.
Hard one because people use systemic
Yeah.
and systematic.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so for this one, you are applying a system to do your sampling. So you list the population. And select a sample based on a starting point and a fixed interval. So an example of us doing that with DP2s, I would list your names and then I would say, okay, I'm going to pick every third person in the list. Yep. Starting at, I don't know, it doesn't matter, you can pick whoever you want. So starting at Ari, I'm going to work down the list, pick every third person. Okay? All good? Okay. Any questions so far? We're going quick. All right, the fourth one. From what I've seen of the past paper questions, this seems to be the preferred one to ask about, stratified. So if in doubt on the exam, if you're panicking or running out of time and they ask you what type of sampling is it, go for stratified, but only if it's in doubt and you're running out of time. So this one, you divide the population up into groups, or a fancy word, strata. And then the strata, or the groups, are based on members' shared characteristics. And then you choose a random sample. So like in example 2, choose a random sample from each group. So you can see they get more complicated as they go. So how would this one work? Okay, yeah. For like DP2? All right, yeah, okay. So you could do a sample from students that take applications versus some students that take this class. You could do it based on boys, girls. You could do it on race. You could do it on hair color, eye color. Sorry? Well, kind of, yeah. You're taking a group, a subset of each, a subset of the sample of each population. Then when you've got them, then you do number two, you do like a random sample, put their names into a hat and pick out. And that's kind of a good way to do it because you're taking all, what's the word I'm looking for? You're looking at all of the population, okay? You're not just perhaps looking at one specific group. So it's kind of more fair. So that's stratified. And then the last one is not unstratified, is quota sampling. Okay, so this is like stratified. Rubbish. Sorry. So this one involves taking a sample size from each group, which is in proportion to the size of the size of the group, not the students. So for the likes of DP, we've got how many guys in DP2? 8. How many girls? So in the sample, where you would have stratified if you're going to do it, males and females. Yep. If you were going to do it, okay, 9 black guys, 3 girls. You would do your stratified sampling if you want to do males and females, but 3/9 of the sample for the girls, you have to have the same proportion as the overall group, if that makes sense. So just looking at this example, in a high school of 1,000 students where 60% of the students are female, 40% are male, your sample should also be 60% female, 40% male. So again, that's kind of keeping things fair. Okay. All right. So, okay, now let's do some questions and things. Do you all have your calculators? Okay, I'm sorry, I should also, these are all averages, which are measures of central tendency, they're kind of formally called. Oh, I can't believe I just did that call and recorded it. Oh no. Oh. I wonder if I could edit it out. Measures of central tendency. Great. will be able to go on YouTube and hear me being an idiot. Okay, so these are all averages. So 3 types: mean, mode, and median. And the mean is the only one that gets its own special symbol. Okay, so this symbol represents the mean. It's a little x with a little hat on top, like that. Okay, so x with a little line, that represents the mean. So if I have to find the mean, mode, and median of, let's do an example. Okay, let's just pick some random numbers. Okay, so there's our numbers. Now the calculator will work out the mean and the median, which is good because they're probably the hardest ones to work out. From this, I can see what the mode is. You can tell me the mode. Yep, the mode is 3 because it occurs the most often. Now, on the calculator, we'll do it both on the TI-84 as well as the Inspire. Are TI-84 people ready yet? Yep. Do we have any Inspires with us? Okay, 2. Okay. All right, so to put this into the calculator, all we have to do is we wanted to go to Stat for statistics. We click on that. And then we want to go to Edit because we need to put the data in first. So clicking on Edit brings up a table. I'm just going to clear this. And we've just got a row of data. So I'm just going to put them straight in. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 0, 16, 12, 7, 2, 3, 8. Oops. Is that all okay? Did we get that right? And so the good thing here is I've got, yeah, I haven't put this in right. I forgot the 1, didn't I? Okay. 1, there we go. So I've got 12 pieces of data, yep. And the good thing is I can see whether I'm right or not. This little 12 down here in the brackets lets me know that there's 12 bits of data. Yes, Darius? Oh yeah, I've got 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 0, 16, 12, 7, 3, 3, 8. Alright, so like I said, these questions are easy if you can manage to put them into the calculator correctly. No, it's there, but it just, yeah, it's, to go up to the top, it's there, okay? So everything is there. So all the data is in. Then in order to find out these results, if I go to Stat, Go across to, what do you think? Calc. And we want one var stats. Okay, this is going to give us everything we need. Now it's just one list of data. There's no frequency or anything like that, but we'll talk about that in a second. I'm just going to calculate. So I can see the mean is 5. I'll talk about these other numbers in a minute. N means the number of terms. Do you remember from last year, if I scroll down, what Q1 is? Yep, so that's the lower quartile, we call it, yep. So it's the fours, yep. Yeah, perfect. That's the first part. There we've got the median, which is 3. We've got the upper quartile, which is 7.5. Highest value is 16. So it gives you all of this information. Now these ones you don't tend to need, well, you need this one. Anybody know what this is, you think? Maybe not? Okay. Yeah, standard deviation, okay, which we'll talk about. But the sum of x's, what do you think this one is? Sorry, yeah, I've just said that. Yeah, so the sum of all of these values. The sum of x squared is you square each of them and add them all up. The calculator works these out because it needs them to work out the standard deviation, okay? But for now, we can see the mean, we've got our median. How easy is that? Yep. So you don't need to waste time kind of working this stuff out. So let's just... So mean is 5. And the median, we said, what was it? 3. All right, now on the Inspire, okay. How do we do it? Okay, so we want doc, we want new document, and we want to add list and spreadsheet. I think. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to put all our data into our spreadsheet. Frankie, just read them all out there for me, will you? 1,
1,
Yep.
3, 4, 2, 1, 0, 16, 12, 7, 3, 3, 8.
Okay, so we get them all in there. And then we're going to go to menu, statistics, stat calculations, and then again one variable stats. Sorry, Jesse, did you get all that? That was a bit fast.
I missed the very start.
Okay, menu,
Sorry.
action. No. Menu statistics. That calculation?
Have you got this up? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put all your numbers in, yeah? You click that, and then you go to menu,
Yeah.
statistics, stat calculations, and then one variable stats.
Yeah. And then it gives me the number of left.
So there's just one list, and you hit OK. And you just go to OK again. All right, and it gives us all our information here. So the mean is 5. And if we scroll down, we get everything else.
Median is 3.
Yep, and we get our quartiles and the max as well. Yep, Jaden? Good. Frankie boy?
No. It's only test restrictions, and I think I'm putting it in wrong anyways. With the test restrictions still.
Okay, so you need to bring up the correct. So you go to doc first, then file, then new document. Let's see that, and we want loud lists and spreadsheet. Okay, and you put your numbers all in there. Sometimes, and it's understandable because it's not the most user-friendly, people are not sure how to actually clear this list of values. And you don't need to go through every one of them. You just go right up to the very top of the table on the kind of L1, hit clear, and then hit enter, and it clears everything. Okay. Okay, so let's so let's imagine we're looking at people's shoe sizes. Frequency. So what do I mean by frequency? Yeah, how many people, right, good. So we're saying there's 8 people with a shoe size of 8. There's 6 with a shoe size of 9. 9 with a shoe size of 10. 7 with a shoe size of 11. 7 with a shoe size of 12. Now, first off, mode again. Dead easy. Which one is the mode? Good, because... Yep. Mode is size 10. If you had to work out the mean by hand, do you remember how to do it?
Add everything together and multiply by.
No, Jesse. No, Ari.
So you multiply the shoe size of the frequency.
Yep.
For each of them.
Yep.
And then you add them together.
Right.
And then divide by the
Yep. So
Sum of the frequency.
yeah. So if you think we've got 8 people with a shoe size of 8, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 people with shoe size of frequency 8. What is the sum of that going to be? 8 times 8, which is 64, right? We've got 9 people with a shoe size of 6. Sorry, wrong way around. We've got 6 people with a shoe size of 9. So if I was to add up those 6 values of 9, what am I going to get? I'm going to get what?
Isn't the mode 9?
I'm going to get 54. 6 9s are 54.
No, he's just mumbling something.
Okay, all right? Are we good? Are we keeping up here?
Yeah.
Because this is what you've done last year, and I don't really want to be spending too much time on it. I'll be back to you in 1 second, Jesse. 9 people with shoe size 10, so that's gonna, if I add up all those values, I'll get 90, then 77, then 84. And then what we would do is we would sum all of these. I'm gonna just do it just so you have it. So 64 plus 54. Now this is what you would do if it's in the non-calc paper. You would add them all up and divide by what? The number of people I have, which is all of these things added up. So 8 plus 6 plus 9. Okay, so that's how you would work out the mean. Now, I have never seen them ask you to do this in a non-calc paper. But if they do, that's what you would do, okay? I think they don't ask it because it will just take too long. So, we can do it on the calc. We'll do it now, just when you're all ready. So, let me just minimize this. It's very, very similar to what we did before. Now my calculator is going to play up. Okay, I'm just going to bring up a new document. All right, so somebody give me the list of numbers in, I've got them here, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we put the others in this column. So 8, 6, 9. And if I'm correct, we go to menu, stats, stat calculations, one variable. Now, let me just make sure, I might need to change this. Yes, so we have one list, but we've also got a frequency. So I'm thinking it will spit out the correct answer. Let's see. No. Wait, the frequency is 2. So frequency list 2. Okay, I forgot how to do that. List. I thought that was 1. Oh, and then I need to put this. Okay, let me figure out the TI-84. I don't really use it that much. So you put this as 2, Darius, yeah?
For this, I put 2.
And then what did you put in here?
Frequency list. I don't have it inspired. But mine's list is 2 out to frequency list is
I need to check that. I need to check this.
0, 1, 0, 2, and then go to press second, and then up to the
I figured it out.
Yeah?
Okay. 2.
Yeah.
You type in A, bracket.
Oh, because that's our first column?
Yeah, and then
Right,
your
B.
X2, B, brackets.
All right, okay.
And then it'll spit it out.
Okay, inspire people, do you see? So yeah, that makes sense. This is the first column with the list. This is the second column. Then this is where the results go. And then it gives you out our results. Thank you, Frankie. All right, so we got our mean.
Like it's your orthodox.
All right, on the 84, we put them in the same way. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 8, 6, 9. Yep. Yep, Marco. And then stat, one var stats. We've got our frequency list, which is in L1. The frequency is in L2, so we put that in.
Oh,
Yep. So your frequency column is in L2, so you put that in. And we get our answer right, which is not the same as in the TI Inspire. I need to check that. So 9.97.
that probably just wrong.
Maybe they have.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah. For the Inspire people, I'll have a look and I will double check that, okay? But that's your frequency tables on in 84.